want to put it in standby. So in order to put it in standby, we're just going to go back over here to monitoring. And then you have a standby button right here on the, kind of in the bottom right. So when I take it off of them, I'm going to hit that, and it's going to put it in standby. I can take this off of them. Okay.
And then would you put him on a nasal cannula?
You can put him on a cannula. If he has to travel somewhere else, we might have to put him on a non-rebreather because it's more flow. We'd have to do something.
So do that again.
Bag 'em.
Standby.
You're going to hit standby. So the thing to remember, what I'd like to do instead of putting in standby before, I actually take it off of them and then I hit standby. Because anytime you do that, it's going to start to ventilate again. So it's almost easier to take it off, let it alarm, then hit standby, and then it's going to quiet. The thing you have to remember, there's flow still coming out of that, okay? And that's because it's going to automatically sense the patient again and start ventilating once you put it back on. Okay.
So you don't have to take it off of standby; it's automatically going to sense the pressure build.
Right. Yeah. Once you put the thing to remember is if you leave it here, and I see this all the time. Like somebody will drop the circuit, or it'll hit the floor, and then it'll cover up, or you have it on the bed, and somebody just like puts it down like this, it might start ventilating again. It'll start streamlining. So just be aware of that. You can also power it off. I could actually go ahead and turn it off. Okay. And let's say the patient is going to be off of it for a prolonged period of time. Let's say they come off in the morning and then they go back on it like late afternoon. When I power it on again, it's going to do its own little pressure thing again. It's going to ask you to check that valve again. Okay, so I can just do that quick again. Remember, it's going to say test exhalation port. I'm going to hit that. Then it's going to say start test. I'm going to include this.
What do you call that? Just the end of the port, or
DEP? Yeah.
The DEP.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. It says circuit outlet, so it's pretty much the end of the circuit.
Okay.
Start test. It's going to build pressure, blow out through there.
For the questions.
Yeah, once you power it off, we have to change that view again to get back to the screen where we can see it.
Do you want to make sure that it's blowing out?
You want to make sure that this exhalation port is working. That's why you do the test. Because without that, it's dangerous for the patient, right? Okay, so then I go back to parameters, or monitoring, I'm sorry. Actually, so because I did the test, it actually went back to its original settings. If I were to just hit parameters when I first turned it on, it would bypass the test, and it would actually just go to the default settings that it was on originally. Okay, but because I did the test again, it's gonna make me put in the settings.
So you don't necessarily have to do the test.
No, yeah. If once it's been set, you should be able to just hit parameters when you turn it on, even though it's asking you to do the test, and it'll just start ventilating at the old settings.
And then it would just be the therapist's responsibility to make sure the port is open.
Right, yeah. You want to make sure everything is appropriate. Most of we tell the nurses to put it in standby if they have to assist the patient going to the bathroom, but if it's like an all-day thing where it's off or they turn it off, we ask them to call us again and have us come back to the room so we can actually make sure that it's in the right mode and that it's doing everything.
And what is that called over there that it's hooked up to? Just like a compressor?
This?
Oxygen compressor?
Yeah, we're just actually, it's only going to do 21%, but it's a compressor. Yeah.
So room air.
So you would have to have an order for a compressor because you can't use the wall?
No, we can.
You can use
This
the
is only
wall.
just for classroom purposes.
Oh,
The only reason we have these compressors is for here, for the training.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I had a